All right, now what we're gonna run now? We're gonna run this video on the a conversation on Madame Noir, and this is in regards to should women be sexually liberated or having what they consider a whole face? Is it a good thing, a bad thing? Is it beneficial? Is it healthy? Well, you're gonna see a bunch of ladies on a round table or sitting next to each other, going to go into detail about this thing we call the um the 304 phase, or we call the whole phase, that we don't know. So no further ado, the title itself. Let's go into this. Fair use, fair use.
Very into her sexuality, right? And she's free. Is this something that when you saw the character that you were like, okay, I can relate to this?
No, I was very much like, one, I love that it's good writing. When they were asking, like, how comfortable do you feel, like, with your nipples out, or how comfortable you feel? And I'm like, I got this body once. I'm gonna be 25 once. If there's any time I'm gonna have these titties out, it's now. You know what I mean? But for me, I think the biggest part was to try to showcase as much as I had power over real queer sex. Like, I love making love to women. I love when women.
All right. She a weirdo. Should I fast forward? Nah, I ain't gonna fast forward. And make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, and share the stream. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna talk about this weirdo stuff, about nature. I think they said queer nature. I don't get it, but yeah. All right, let's keep listening.
Women feel pleasure. You know what I mean? It was also important for me to show that femininity in the sexuality as well, and that versatility, because I'm verse.
But we're more hesitant into showing more of ourselves because we are judged, especially Black women. Because if we see Taylor Swift sleeping with this man and next week she got another man and singing about another man, I ain't never really hear her being called a hoe like Lori Harvey gets called a hoe.
And it's simple because, and let me make this screen bigger for those that don't know. Because they talking about this phase, this whole phase. It's simple because you're not Taylor Swift. You're not Caucasian.
I rebuke. I rebuke. I rebuke. I rebuke.
You're not of what they consider the European race. And many Europeans have different tribes. You're not Scottish, you're not Irish, you're not Italian, you're not French, you're not Polish, you're not Hungarian, you're not Russian. Hell, you're not Australian. They could engage in this type of behavior and be looked and very rarely frowned upon. Your Black ass don't do that. You could do it, but you're going to look down and look shameful because you should not be following non-Black people anyway, in regards to why these women could do it, I can't do it, because you're not white. All right.
Right.
Yeah. Who I only might have seen. We don't even know she's sleeping with some of these men.
Right.
We don't know what any of these people are
right.
doing. But it's very sad that it has to always come to the point.
Be our own.
You gotta hide.
You gotta change that.
Oh, she probably is sleeping. But you see, the difference is it's all right. It's all cool. She can go ahead and get away with it because the media is not going to promote it like that. And they do, it's not really a big deal. But if your Black ass do it, it's going to look, you're going to look at and you're going to be frowned upon. You're going to look like the Jezebel.
I rebuke.
The harlot.
I rebuke.
All those biblical terms. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Also, though, I think white women just get this privilege that Black women or Hispanic women, other women just will never have. White women are revered. Like, there's a whole culture around protecting the white woman.
So many Black women have died.
Okay.
And black
men have died behind the sexuality of a white woman and the protection of, the sexuality of that white woman.
And now they all look like light-skinned Black women to me.
They all look like,
I can't tell. Taylor Swift is the last white woman alive.
She's very vanilla.
She's the only one I know.
She's the only one.
The rest of them, I'm like,
that's a plain vanilla.
I said Keisha. Oh no, that's Sally. Sorry, girl.
Yeah, no Keisha. and look at it before they. Yeah, man, Keisha. Yeah. Oh no, you don't get that same treatment. Oh no, you go and you bust wide open like that. You will be looked at as the harlot. You will look at as the 304. Hell, you're gonna be looked at as the who. And I can see why a lot of black women. Now I think about it, since I'm watching this and giving my commentary, I can see why I'm. Matter of fact, make myself bigger. Yeah, I see. I see why a lot of them fight hard to become white. I literally they're fighting hard to become European because you know the perks that comes with it. You can't be a black woman and bust wide open and still be looked at as something of beauty.
I rebuke.
No, no, absolutely not. You'll be shamed on. You'll be looked down on. They'll turn their head. They'll frown their face to know that this woman, when in the community, is out here busting wide open. It's not a good look. Not a good look at all. All right. Let's keep going. Fairies.
Now, Jesse, you came up with a term. Zozo?
Yeah. Oh,
Zozo. Tell me what Zozo, with the Zozo.
Zozo is a penis.
Whoa.
It's a
Zo.
penis, but we say it in Creole.
Okay.
Like when I first started making content, I did talk a lot about like sex. But when I would
So you Haitian now, and you up here busting it wide open for a real, yeah, really
I rebuke. I rebuke. I rebuke. I rebuke.
interesting. That's interesting. You up in here giving terminologies and phrases from your Creole language of phallus. I find that ironic. And here's the funny thing about it. And I might do a video on this soon. But yeah, I've said this before, I said it again, and I'm convinced that I think more black women are more engaged and want what they consider intercourse more than the men. And they're getting more, and they're getting lots of intercourse from a lot of random men, if you catch my drift. These women are screwing, and they're screwing a lot, I tell you. All right, let's keep going. Fairies.
talk about it, I would talk about either like past experiences or experiences from friends. And even then it was seen as, oh my God, like, why are you talking about this? I'm like, we're all getting, ain't we? And so, yeah, in my culture, it was really horrible to say it. Like, it was horrible, like, as a Haitian girl to acknowledge that you have had sex. I started having sex at 19. I didn't tell my mom, like, she kept talking to me like I was a virgin. Mm-hmm. And then I got...
Well, your mom, if she is Haitian, which you are Haitian descent. No, actually, you're Haitian descent, but okay. She wants you to be pure as possible so that you can get the highest possible man. Prefer a man that's maybe a little bit older than you. Not by much, maybe older, depending on what your mom wants you to be. That some man is going to take your hand, take you along, and take care of you, and give you lots of money, resource, and attention for not only you, but for the family. And to find that you out here busting wide open for a real is a bad look within certain people in Haitian culture, or what you call it, the Haitian population. Now, do Haitian people take virginity seriously? I doubt it. They're just like any other Caribbean island, you know. The more intercourse, the better, and the faster and quicker. Personally, you know, lots of it. All right, let's keep listening.
I was like, you know, Mom, I had sex. What? I come from a very religious background.
Right.
And so I remember like I fell into a deep depression and I went into a revival my friend was having at a Jamaican church. I'm like, you know, I'm going to hell. I'm dying. It's over for me.
Damn.
And
Yes, baby. Yes. You took on the cock and you suck it. And you did all type of lewd behaviors and engaged in, if not careful, degenerate activities sexually with a man. you will go to hell, possibly.
I rebuke.
And the fear of seeing you in the lake of fire and the fire burning your spirit and soul, skin, frightens you.
You, I rebuke. I rebuke. You, I rebuke. I rebuke.
It terrifies you. Let's keep real. You're scared us right now, baby. You imagine that, God, why did I put this phallus in my mouth, this zozo in my mouth, and let him bust in me? Why? 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 Yes, that's the thought you get in your mind. Let's keep going. Furious.
He came to me and he said, Miss, God is telling me to tell you to forgive yourself.
I rebuke. I rebuke.
He's
No,
already forgiven you.
that's a bad wife.
I adopted a new outlook on it, but it still took me years to be like comfortable with sex.
I think that, like, especially with your Haitian background, I have a Southern American background, and it has a lot of shame attached to sex, especially.
Baby. Come on. Now, I did not know what the term big back was until for the last month and a half, maybe. I'm thinking, sweetie, the last thing you should be thinking and focus on is cock. You are a very much big back woman. And that's like another nice way of saying that they're fat, like very fat, overweight, obese, or. But this woman's a big back. Let's keep real. For you as a Southern woman and then thinking about sex or engaging sex, I mean, come on. A man that, matter of fact, let her talk more before I go into this. Let her speak more. Let's keep going.
Especially for women. And like, and growing up in my household, there was 3 of us sisters and 3 brothers. And so it was never told to the boys to, you know, to treat women well or to be respectful. The conversations were given to us,
Of course.
to not be sluts,
I rebuke.
to not open our legs,
I rebuke.
to basically to not have sex at all.
Yeah.
I rebuke. I rebuke. I rebuke.
So similar to y'all, I didn't start having sex until I was 20. And I basically wanted to do so because I felt, you know, I didn't feel pretty. I wanted to be wanted. And so I started having sex as a hoe. Like,
No, well, I'm gonna even go for it. You didn't start having an intercourse as a what they call hoe. You want to have it to feel that you're special. You want to engage in this behavior, and in accordance to having the attention and the so-called illusion of love that a man gives you when he gives you his phallus. And if you look at this woman particularly, you know what I'm saying, and this is my thing. I would say most women that are big like her should be paying for it, which they probably pay in some instance they're paying something out of it. And normally they're not always giving the man money depending on the situation. And they probably do are giving money. But the point is this: you're paying, baby. As big as you are, there's no way in hell you're just gonna be giving stuff for free. Like literally. You're not gonna be doing this for free. A man that's giving you his phallus and putting it in you is not gonna be for free. You're gonna pay one way to either the front end or the back end of the either the front and back end of the negotiation or out the deal. You're paying some way or the other. So for you talking about saying you didn't start experience at 20, I would believe that sounds accurate. When you're out in college, cause damn, no young boy was gonna give you no play unless he's desperate. So you gotta get out of high school to get some phallus. Unlike the Haitian woman, you know, because she looks more attractive with the fake hair. You know, she getting it at 19. You know, I don't think she wait no greater than a whole year after high school to start getting it in. You know, if you notice, guys, very exceptional rule to a lot of women that lost their virginity. Now, usually is later, and there's some people, boys, especially a lot of girls, are losing a little bit more early than that. The point is this, that they get it in, and they get it in either later on in life, or they get it in very early in life, for whatever the circumstance. So let's listen more to this.
I just, just was out here in college and just spreading it wide.
And she's spreading wide, giving all the love, because that's the environment where you're going to be 3 or 4 in college. That's why if you look at a lot of young people, young women, especially when they go to college, that's the first thing they will cherish and garnish, is to get their, if they haven't lost their virginity, they're going to definitely lose it in college. Because you're not going to be a turtle in a institution where you're going to be around a lot of men and women, especially you college chicks. You're busted. I know one chick right now I think about it. She lost her virginity in college. And one time she got pregnant.
I rebuke.
She had, get rid of the baby, but
I rebuke. I rebuke. I rebuke.
still, she was up in there getting it in. Like, literally getting it in. But, I digress.
Laying in the know.
But most people do that, so
Listen,
don't feel bad.
well, no, I don't feel bad. It was great. Had a great time. But wonderful. It's just so sad that women, especially Black women, in my experience, have this shame and this like barrier of religion when it comes to sex.
And the thing is that the religion factor takes the pleasure
I rebuke.
out of it.
Exactly.
Because it's like almost immediately I'm already
You're
thinking
guilty.
about
You gotta fall down
going
at the
out.
altar.
Yeah, now I have to go repent. Now I have to go.
And in Europe, they're having a conversation so early. In America, most people have their first time in places like cars.
I rebuke.
Whereas in Europe, most of the time it's in your house, and your mom is like, here's the protection. In America, if you like somebody has a condom, right? When you're younger, it's like, ew, why do you have a condom? Are you having sex?
I rebuke.
Yeah.
But in Europe, it's like, why don't you?
Like we
You need to, and so the culture is just different. The way we talk about it is surrounded in so much shame that we grow up being like, and it's not until we get in our 30s when we're like, actually, I gotta figure out what the fuck this is.
Can I add
And
one
what I
last
like.
thing too? Have y'all
Yeah, man. If you had to start figuring out as old as you're gonna be in your 30s, and I don't know what the hell you've been doing in your 20s. I mean, the notion is, if you're trying to get the right outcomes in life, you want to get out the game as soon as possible if you're a woman. That's why you see a lot of women that were smart. They don't stay around the carousel long. Hell, they get out the carousel before they touch 25.
I rebuke.
Roughly. And there are very few exceptions of women that still on the carousel up to after 25, but mostly if they really were smart and were very proactive and know what they want, they would get out of this so-called sexual liberated carousel-like behavior before the age of 25. That's really the goal. And normally they don't fall through for those that want to think long-term, which most women nowadays who think about are not long-term thinkers. Fair use.
moms ever talk to y'all pleasurefully about sex? I realized, I remember one time my mom was like, when you get married, you can live with your husband. We can all live together, because in Haiti it's so communal. You live on top of each other. And I was like, no, what about when we have sex and I'm screaming?
Oh. Wow.
And she's like, why are you screaming during sex? Right. Right. And I'm like, because I'm coming.
I rebuke.
Yeah.
Oh, you said that to your mom?
Yes.
Oh, now I still wouldn't say that to
I
my mom.
realized that coming was not a priority for my mother.
I rebuke. I rebuke.
Yes.
And my mother had 4 kids.
And they came once.
But Tori, that makes me think about you because you have a daughter.
Right.
So do you talk to, she's not having sex yet, as far as you know.
We are very open.
And you
We
talk about-
we talk about everything. I'm the mom that I get to the nitty gritty. We talk
she
about
ain't
that.
having
I
no
don't-
sex yet.
And
So-
was that ever a difficulty for you? Because you
Never.
didn't have that, right?
Well,
You
no,
said your mother.
my grandmother was a minister. 2 aunts are ministers. 3 uncles are ministers.
So your mother told you about the deal.
Your house was the church.
Yeah.
That's why I moved far away from all of them to Los Angeles, because I was like, I don't like this. It feels like a cult.
No, you move away because you don't want to be so sexually repressed. You want to be sexually liberated.
I rebuke.
You want to be out in them streets.
I rebuke. I rebuke.
Because the streets are calling you, calling you, calling you, calling you. And you want to bust it wide open and have men bust up all in you.
I rebuke.
All in the face and all in the guts. That is the desire, the inner desire of what they consider modern women today. You don't want to really leave because you don't be congested. You want to leave because you want to be a freak.
I rebuke. I rebuke. I rebuke.
Stop it. Stop it. Keep real. All right. All right.
In a sense. Yes, I used to sneak and do a lot of stuff because I didn't
See, yeah,
feel like
that
I could talk to my mom.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So therefore, my daughter, like anything she wants to do, I'm like, come to me first, talk to me. Anything, I will not judge you. It's an open door for you.
Yes,
The crazy thing is, I had a young mom, and I was always like, la 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 la.
She was trying to talk
She
to
was
you.
talking about, oh my gosh, she was always. And my mom worked at the bar. Oh, she was a
your
hot
mom was, yes.
girl. And so my sisters and my cousins was all f***ing and stuff like that. I was like, I'm not gonna have sex until I'm married. I'm not. I put that on myself. I'm like,
Yeah.
moms are supposed to be in the house cooking and doing. She was outside. My mom was on cops twice. This bitch was outside. Okay.
No, she wasn't on cops.
swear to
right.
God.
Not on cops twice.
Let's go to Milton for real.
Right, yeah. Hey.
Yes. And she has, in 2019, she passed away, right? But before she did, I feel like we were mending or getting closer to each other.
Right.
But I love that woman because I feel like I am as bold as I am because of her.
Because of Milton.
I don't have that shame, and I feel so
Yeah.
accepting of people because of that.
But it
That's
all
beautiful.
makes sense though. Even like when I think about myself, my mother's an ordained minister. So when
God damn, if your mother was an ordained minister, you know life was rough. She be watching you like a hawk, making sure you better not sin. You better not bring no sin to my house. You better not bring that sexual demons to this house.
I rebuke.
I will rebuke you. I will throw that holy water on your forehead and make the sexual demons come out. Your
I rebuke. I rebuke.
listen. Female pastors, just like the male pastors, are the worst. What those that know? They're the worst because they're so much want you to be such a God-fearing person that they will chastise you into oppression spiritually if you're not careful. All right, let's keep going. Fairies.
I sit here and listen to what everybody's saying, we all have that common ground where church was in our household. So maybe that's where our shame towards each other
Sure.
starts coming out.
Like, you can't shame people out of being sexual.
Right.
Like, that's just not, it's not gonna work.
I want my money.
I told you.
Where is my money?
Benny, bring me everyone.
I need my money. I need my money.
What do you mean everyone?
All right, let's listen.
It's necessary to have a whole phase throughout your life.
yes,
within your
Yeah.
life.
Yes.
do.
I
Now,
agree
here-
on that. I had been with this guy.
Here it is. Now the question should be asked: should they have a whole face? Let's listen in.
For 5 years. So I wasn't really having sex with a lot of people. And so for one summer, I said, I'm gonna do whatever I feel in the moment that I feel it. There was this time where I was at this bar having this meeting with this girl, and this bartender was just giving me the eyes and just kept giving me these blueberry mojitos or something. And the bar was kind of empty. So I was like, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. And I'm like, there's no toilet paper in the bathroom. There was. So I was like, there's no toilet paper in the bathroom. And so he's like, oh, okay, I got you. And so
This is a good story, y'all.
and he come to get me the toilet paper. We end up in the freezer.
I rebuke. I rebuke. I rebuke.
In the freezer.
I'll cheers to that.
God damn it. This bitch busted wide open in the back of the freezer. God, you can't make this stuff up. Like Kevin said, man, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
Never had a whole face then because what in the... Come on.
I'm gonna have sex in the freezer if I want to have sex with the freezer.
Sometimes.
You know what I mean? Now I could get down. I got a sex positive family. Okay. I come from a sex positive mother. I'm one of 7. She got all different daddies. Okay. Johnny May was crazy.
Period.
God damn it. God damn it. Your mother was a baby mama. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. She had multiple baby daddies. No wonder you become a sexual degenerate. Oh, my God. No wonder you're so sexually confused. No, I got to laugh to this because let's be honest. Let's be for real. You can't have that many essence swirl up inside you for the womb of your mother and it bring forth you. And you might not, the man might not even know if he was a biological father. Let's keep real. Because if you have more than one baby daddy, you definitely are busting wide open with multiple dudes. That's just a fact. Facts. Not everyone, but that's a real fact. No one's saying you got all those essence in you. It's very disturbing. Very disturbing. Yeah. All right, let's keep on. Very serious.
Now, why your mama catch a stray like that?
She know what it is.
I feel like it's totally opposite for me in the sense like I really do agree that women should have a whole phase. Every time I've tried to have a whole phase, I always run into somebody with a very small penis.
Oh
Every
my
time.
God, that's awful.
And it's just like I feel like that's
God damn, baby. Baby, that's how you go. You want 12, 13 inches in you? All right. And we're gonna deal with you nice. We're gonna sort you out nice. You don't get that. We're gonna get the anaconda in you. And you're talking about saying you want to be that hoe, but you're getting this point because the man not blowing your back and really ripping your inners, splitting your junk into. That time when he busted and he pound your junk so hard, you wake up next day, you can't walk. Let me tell you something, gentlemen. Women want that thing pound up to the point where they can't walk or stand. If they stand and walk after you beat that junk up, most likely you did not do a job, and she's gonna look at you and curse you out. See this one right here? This Haitian chick on the left, this so-called chick right here with the nice little I think wig on her head. She wants to get her junk pounded on. Not just pounded, she wants power driver. She don't want you to disappoint. She zipped down your pants and don't see nothing of her liking. She's gonna let you know. She's gonna cuss you out. She'll still suck it, but she's gonna let you know after it. Say, goddamn, well, I guess that's what I do. I'm doing my thing. But at the end, she's gonna curse you out. Because she expected something very long and destructive to cave in her inners. Fair use.
So move on.
Yeah, no, I can't. I can't. I remember last year, literally, I tried it back to back. I was like, okay, Lord. And mind you, I was down in Jamaica. You don't have no small penis in Jamaica.
Jesse, we want to know. Jesse, we want to know.
How small?
We want to know.
Yeah, how small?
He was too small.
And see, I had a whole phase later.
And then, they can never ask what is too small because these women are screwing the men that have the 13 or 12 or 13 inches in them. And let's be careful here. When they look at you and they think that you hear women say they can't handle a man that's too well endowed. 9 10 times they're lying to you, brothers. Let's be honest. Because the dudes that they're entertaining are the ones that are 12 and bigger, and they are blowing their backs out.
I rebuke.
They're blowing their backs out so hard, so refined, and dining. She will sit there and then get up the next day if she's able to walk successfully. She will cook you a meal and say, "What's good, baby?" Because she likes how her throat ain't the same and her inners ain't the same.
I rebuke.
Let that sink in. I hope that didn't go over your head, Negroes. Fair use.
on in life because I got married super young, and so it's like it's kind of hard to hoe at 40. You know what I mean? Like it's a little harder to hoe.
I know a lot of hoes.
I'm because
All the hoes is 40 and over.
it's just harder. Like the pickings are slimmer. You know.
No.
But I want to hear about your whole phase.
I'm in the middle of it.
I rebuke. I rebuke. I rebuke. I rebuke.
But you see, they're talking about at age 40, you're still having, or it's never too late to be a hoe. This is the conversation they have behind closed doors. I'm confident to believe these are the conversations these chicks be having. How they could be even a bigger hoe.
I rebuke.
How to define the hoe. How to be more cunning with the wholeness. How to be an exceptional hoe. This is what these ladies meditate and are what they consider advocating on the low and probably broadcasting out for the whole world now that this is how they move. Take notes, gentlemen. Take notes. Fair use, fair use.
We gotta support our sister. Come on now.
No, I love a good hoe phase. I'm a believer of after breakup hoe phase.
Nice.
Yeah, especially that. That was my last one before this one. Which was really great. A Jamaica hoe phase, which was great. I booked a solo trip, but at one point I had gone and got a massage and I came back to the bar and then I turn around and there's this like Winston from the house.
Winston.
Like muscular, chocolate, white teeth, everything was working. And I wasted literally no time. From the time that we met, it was until the time I was walking with him back to my room, it was maybe 15 minutes.
Wow.
That to me is hope. That to me says hope.
It's funny we talk about this because you said something on your page, Jerry, that was like, you want to be the gigolo. Don't let me misquote
I
you.
remember that
The
shit.
gigolo of helping women learn the pleasure.
So-
Is that what-
So, as you know, and let's be honest. The men in Jamaica are not going to sit there blow your back for free, ladies. How I know? If you really want to know how the game is being played in Jamaica, you need to watch a movie called Smiling Orange. It's on my channel right now. I'm not going to post it at the end of this video. You go just look it up. I forgot the name what it's called. If I do know what it's called again, I will post it for the sake of conversation. But listen, them men in Jamaica are not going to be just blowing your back with 12 or 13 more inches in you and then I get no compensation. That ain't happening. You're paying.
I rebuke.
You're paying.
I rebuke. I rebuke.
You're paying.
I rebuke. I rebuke. I rebuke.
Now, regardless, you're a big back or you're an attractive chick, the Haitian chick on the left, you're gonna be spending money to get your back blown up by a black man in Jamaica. He's not doing that for free. Cause you know what the word or the terminology they use in Jamaica. Run me my money. Or I run things, things don't run me. That's how it goes. That's why you notice a lot of women don't really marry any foreign man, black man outside America, roughly. Because after that, the sex thing is done. They're going to move in a masculine order and they're going to be start demanding and asking and moving and asking you things to the point where say, you know, they are the head of this relationship. And most modern women don't like that. Hell, they don't want to take orders or listen to Western men up here. You think they're going to do that outside America? You out your goddamn mind. All right, let's keep going. Various.
Nice that you mentioned that. There's a lot of women who have not experienced pleasure,
Yup.
right? It's something about giving women the power to know, hey, this is not actually what I like. And also the language to say,
Oh, yeah.
actually, if you go down and you go this way, that's gonna get me right where I'm going. But if you never are with a person that you're comfortable enough exploring that, or even have had the chance to have somebody open the conversation up, you're not gonna know that.
Yep.
And so let me come suck your tell you what's working.
Oh, so every woman though? Because you said every woman.
I don't want to
You
say
said every woman.
Where's the sign-up sheet for that?
And I'm like, is the whole phase over, or are we in it?
No. I am currently not in my hoe phase. I am currently not.
No, but
a
I'm
gigolo.
saying, can we sign up for the service?
Where the suck?
And that's what I'm saying. That's the service that I wanted to provide, and not just with me and other people.
Yeah, she's teaching how to give head. Once you guys start teaching head, you're done. You're done. That's well, you know, I heard most women nowadays, if they're out there giving up their bodies, their box, and their mouth, I guess it won't hurt from the spend money and pay for a class like the lady with the blondish afro hair or cut hair, how to suck a good, you know, phallus. I mean, if you pay money for that, then you need a lot of work done. Seriously. Usually the dudes that you mess around with, if you're not doing it or practicing yourself, I don't know what to say, baby. I'm not saying it's not worth the investment, but it wouldn't hurt because you're in your whole phase. Last I check. All right, I'm done with this. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button or hit the subscribe button to the Chaos Range Show. The links to follow me are the above. You can follow me on Twitter at Chaos Range 7. You can add me as a friend on Facebook, Eric Ray on Facebook. You could also join my Discord servers as well. And make sure to follow me on Rumble, CRain23 on Rumble. And last but not least, please become a member of the Chaos Range Show as well. Membership has its perks, like always. But other than that, you know, that's it. And please leave a comment, because God knows there's something that must be said about these videos. And the comment section is where it needs to be at, besides the like or dislike button. So leave a comment at the end of the video. Thank you for listening or watching today's stream. Until next time, let the chaos reign.